So somebody asked me what clippers they should get, and that led to this important and quick discussion. If you're considering getting into barbering as a hobby to make extra money or a career, this is a video you need to watch. So getting started, I'm going to recommend an adjustable clipper. That's a clipper with a lever to open and close to cut, either closer to the scalp when you close it all the way up or further away from the scalp when you open the clipper. I'm recommending an adjustable clipper for a number of different reasons. If you have a question about that specifically, go ahead and leave it in the comments or send me a message, DM me, whatever works best for you. But we're just, for the sake of time, going to go ahead and talk about the clippers. We're going to start off with the below $50 price point, and we're going to move all the way over to the $215, $220 price point. So the Kemi clippers, Kemei, I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it, but they have those clippers online that you can purchase on eBay, Amazon. I've seen some of them. I've seen people use them before. They're kind of in the same price range as those, and I think caliber is around the same price range. Those are some I would recommend, or if you're looking in that price range. But moving up a little bit into the $80 to $100 price range, you got some corded clippers. So corded clippers, in my opinion, these two will last pretty long. They may have a little bit more longevity, and they're pretty tried and true. So we got the cordless masters, and then we got the corded Wahl Senior. Those are both pretty nice. And then around that same price point, you got the MBLI cordless. So that's the Andis MB. And you got the Magic clips, which are pretty similar to the Wahl Seniors. They're just a plastic version, and they have I don't think the battery is as powerful as this one. And also the motor, and this is supposed to be a little bit more powerful. They say, I'm not sure how they tuned it, and don't quote me on that for a while, but those are both pretty nice. And then moving up a little bit in price range, you got some Babyliss trimmers, or Babyliss clippers, that are around the same price point as these cordless seniors. So these were around $160 when I got them, and I think the Babyliss Pro clippers are around $155, $160. I looked a little bit earlier to check. So those are pretty nice. And then moving up a tiny bit and price range, we got Stylecraft or Gamma Ergos. These are really nice. They're ergonomic. I like the way they fit in your hand. You can reach around people's ears if you have to get in there. It's pretty easy. They're light, smooth, portable. But the next one and the last one on my list is a cordless master. So they were around a $200 price point, $215, $220, depending, I think, on the day and what's going on. But they were a little bit bulkier. They were a little bit louder than I like personally. I don't know if those are things that have been changed or updated, but they just weren't the right fit for me. Those were some of the clippers to consider. So let me know what you think. If there's any clippers I missed, any clippers you think should be added or a part of this list, let me know. Also, as far as trimmers, I recommend some of the same brands as the clippers. I'm still considering price point, but it might be a little bit easier to narrow it down if you want to use cordless or corded. There were only a couple corded versions of trimmers that I recommend. And that was the T-outliner and the Wahl detailer. So you got the Andis T-outliner, and then you got the Wahl detailer. This is the cordless version of the detailer, which I like a lot. I wouldn't want to live without these two. Work pretty well for me together. Then we got the cordless ones. We got the Slimline. We got the Slimline GTXs. So those are both Andis. We got the Wahl cordless detailer. Wahl has some other trimmers as well, but as far as starting off and picking one, I would start off with a detailer or a cordless detailer. Gamma / Stylecraft, they got some absolute hitters. They're pretty nice. I've seen people use them. They work pretty well for them. And then Babyliss Pro, they got some FX trimmers. I got the gold ones. These are older. They've gotten some new ones out since then. They got a bunch of different variations. People seem to love them. I love mine. They're still working for me. I'm gonna get another pair to go with these sometime soon. But once you decide, on a clipper, you gotta see what's gonna work for you and your price point. So all things considered, if I were to start over, I would start with a pair of Magic clips, and I would start with the Slimline Pro, probably the GTX, since it has more of a T-outliner style blade. And I would start working with those, seeing how I can master those, since those have some room for customization, modification as far as the zero gapping and things like that, to get a hang of what I'm going to get into when I get the more expensive trimming. So I would do that, and I would recommend getting a package that comes with like razors, shears, clipper guards, combs, and things like that. They have those from like 60, 80 to 100 bucks, depending on, again, the price point that you're comfortable with. So that's what I would do if I started all over. So, once again, if you made it to this point in the video, go ahead and leave me a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll be coming out with another video soon. All right, thanks again. Bye.